Nice time for a new lesson, and the lesson today is lesson 21. Still working on some past tense, and this is a past tense of hacer. Past tense, to do in English. I had done, and it's a unique past word, an action that's something that you had done, that you'd done previously. And let's see how it works on our chart here. First box is I had done, you had done, he had done. See, there's no changes, it's all the same. She had done, it had done, we had done the work, and you had done, and they had done. In Spanish it would be yo había hecho, tú, usted había or habías hecho, él había hecho, ella había hecho, and then we had done, nosotros habíamos hecho, and they, ellos había hecho. Okay, let's look at a few sentences. When you arrived, I had made the dinner. When you arrived, I had made the dinner. Cuando llegaste, yo había hecho la cena. Okay? When you arrived, I had made the dinner. Cuando llegaste, yo había hecho la cena. And then the next example, she had bought the computer before she told me. She had bought the computer before she told me. Ella había comprado la computadora antes de decírmelo. Okay, go to the next box. She had bought a book. She had bought a book. Okay, and ella había comprado un libro. And then she would buy a book. She would buy a book. Ella compraría un libro. She would buy. Okay, ella compraría un libro. Let's go to the next box up here. The class hadn't started when they arrived. The class hadn't started when they arrived, or had not started when they arrived. La clase no había empezado cuando ellos llegaron. Okay, working with two past tense. One is later, earlier than the other one. Okay, had you done your homework before you went to school? Question. Had you done your homework before you went to school? In Spanish, habías hecho tus deberes antes de ir a la escuela. Okay, the next one. Where had they worked before they moved to Florida? Question. Where had they worked before they moved to Florida? ¿Dónde había trabajado antes de mudarse a Florida? The next box. When you arrived, I had made the dinner. When you arrived, I had made the dinner. Cuando llegaste, yo había hecho la cena. Cuando llegaste, yo había hecho la cena. She had bought the computer before she told me. Ella had bought the computer before she told me. Okay, in Spanish, ella había comprado la computadora antes de decírmelo. The next box. We had seen them before they saw us. We had seen them before they saw us. Les habíamos visto antes de que ellos nos vieron. And then the next little box on this lesson sheet, she bought a book. Okay, she bought a book. She had bought a book. And ella había comprado un libro. She'd buy a book, or she would buy a book. She would buy a book. Ella compraría un libro. Okay, let's go to a new page. Have you been here before? ¿Habías estado antes aquí? Had you been here before? ¿Habías estado antes aquí? Yes, I had. Yes, I had. Or no, I hadn't. I hadn't, or I had not. Next box. By the time we got home, I had done the cleaning. By the time you got home, I had done the cleaning. Cuando llegaste a casa, yo ya había hecho la limpieza. The next sentence. The film hadn't started when we arrived at the cinema. The film had not started when we arrived at the cinema. La película no había comenzado cuando llegamos al cine. And another sentence right here. They had lived in England before they came to the USA. They had lived in England before they came to the USA. Ellos habían vivido en Inglaterra antes de venir a los Estados Unidos. Then the next one. Had you ever been to London before 2007? Had you ever been to London before 2007? ¿Habías estado alguna vez en Londres antes de 2007? And I have an England picture there. Oh, yeah. Okay, she had never seen anything like that. She had never seen anything like that. Ella nunca había visto nada como eso. Okay? They had just left when I arrived. They had just left when I arrived. Ellos acababan de salir cuando yo llegué. Alright, let's go to another box here. Let's go to the big box on the right. I had been running. You had been running. He had been running. She had been running. It had been running. We had been running. You had been running. And they had been running. All the same except the pronoun I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Okay, in Spanish, a little bit different. A few more changes. Yo, no, it's the same thing. Yo había estado corriendo. Tú hablas estado corriendo. Usted había estado corriendo. And then él había estado comiendo. And ella había estado corriendo. It había estado corriendo. And then the nosotros estado corriendo. Ustedes estado corriendo. Okay, let's go in the middle here. I was sweating because I had been running for a while. I was sweating in the past tense because I had been running, okay, for a while. Double past tense in there, like what we're studying. Okay, in Spanish, let's try it. Estaba sudando porque había estado corriendo durante un rato. And my little man there, he's sweating and running. They had been playing before the teacher arrived. They had been playing before the teacher arrived. Ellos habían estado jugando antes de que el profesor llegara. Okay, the next little box. He had not been washing his car because he was at the office. He had not been washing his car because he was at the office. Él no había estado lavando su coche porque estaba en la oficina. In the next box, I learned French quickly. I learned French quickly. And there's a little picture of Eiffel Tower, the flag, and a Frenchman. Okay, and then a couple vocabulary words, slow and slowly, slow and slowly, lentamente or despacio, and happy or happily, felizmente for happy and happily. Let's go up to one more box here. Have you been watching TV before I phoned you? Question. Had you been watching TV before I phoned you? ¿Habías estado viviendo la televisión antes de que te llamara? Okay. Next one. What had she been doing all morning? What had she been doing all morning? ¿Qué había estado haciendo ella toda la mañana? Okay, in the last little box, you speak English well. You speak English well. Tú hablas inglés bien. Tú hablas inglés bien. The bell rings loudly. La campana suena alta. Okay, we're ready for the next page on this lesson. Okay, we are at the last page here. There's a picture of a musician on this page. Oh, and it looks like he has a guitar and he's singing. I think that must be Pastor Toe. Yes, it is. That's it. How did he jump on my page? Well, he's right after the football player. Okay, the last part of lesson 21. Gentle or gently, suavemente, vocabulary word. And terrible becomes terribly. It's terrible, terribly, terriblemente, terriblemente. Okay, all the L-E and changed to L-Y, and the L-Y in Spanish is mente. Put a mente on it and it's Spanish. The wind blows gently. El viento sopla suavemente. Suavemente. Softly. Okay, I watched the film quietly. Vi la película tranquilmente. Tranquilmente. Can you speak slowly, please? Puede hablar despacio, por favor. And then about the football guy. The team attacked aggressively. El equipo atacó agresivamente. Then down to the bus stop, the little guy with his school bag, and patiently we waited for the bus. Patiently we waited for the bus. Pacientemente esperamos el autobús. Okay, and about 10, maybe 9 or 10 vocabulary words. Well is bueno. Bad, malo. Quickly, rápidamente. Slowly, lentamente. despacio, carefully, cuidadosamente, cuidadosamente, softly, suavemente, loudly, alto de volumen, hard, duro, duramente, quietly, tranquilamente. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words. Okay, and then there's a little graph there. I was sleeping quietly at home. You build your sentence with this box. I was sleeping yesterday. That will work. I was sleeping at home yesterday. I was sleeping quietly at home yesterday. So you can put all of those together to make the how you were sleeping, the modo, and the place where you were sleeping, lugar, and the time, tiempo, yesterday, or whatever. Exercise sheet. Let's go through this, see what we can get from the exercise sheet. I blank done my homework before you came. Is it have, had, or was? It is had. I had done my homework before you came. Go down to be. They had been to Italy before you blinked there. Go, gone, went. And the right response is be, before you went there. And C, she blank studied math before she studied biology. I wouldn't put an S on there, but she studied math before she studied biology. And let's see, okay, she had studied math before she studied biology. You had blank the ring, stole, steal, stolen. You had stolen the ring. And then E, we had blink about you. We had talked about you. There in the last column, she went. I am well today. I am well today. Not today. I am today well. No, I am well today. I was fishing blank quietly in the river. Okay, it is not in the river quietly. I was fishing quietly in the river. And then the wind blew blank gently last gently week. The wind blew gently last week. And then the last one, you saw Mike blank this morning in the street. Okay, in the street this morning. You saw Mike in the street this morning. Okay, that finishes lesson 21. May the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face shine upon you and give you peace. Whoop. This is the end. Push the wrong button and my screen went blank. Oh yeah, how about it? Que Dios te bendiga y siempre te cuida. Que Dios mire con agrado y te muestre su bondad. Que Dios te mire con agrado y te llene de paz. Amen. This terminates lesson 21.